Do you know why sometimes feels like it's just pushing you back or just keeping you stuck in the same place for a long period of time with that feeling you're just not getting anywhere? I totally get it. I have been there and I know exactly how it feels. So that's why I've put together 7 life lessons that completely changed my life. These are like powerful tools which I can promise you that it's just like if you follow every single one of them, you will start to feel like a big shift in your life. So without further ado, let's just dive into them. The first one is master yourself. So there is one thing that is just like hard to say, but nobody's talking to you about it. Nobody's gonna come to save you. That was like a hard truth that I had to accept in my life, because the moment I truly understood it in my life, like everything started to change. I had to confront my own pain, take responsibility in my life. I was just like actually blaming others for the things were actually my responsibility in life, and just like started showing up for myself. This isn't about like being perfect, it's just like you're not gonna be perfect all the time. Just be honest with you, it's just like the habits, the excuses, the distractions that you have in your life. I had to cut all these things off of my life. It's just like in order to choose growth, if it's just like if you want clarity, direction in your life, if you wanna like achieve your goals, you just gotta get rid of those things that are actually holding you back. And that's why it's just like you gotta master yourself first, put yourself in the first position. It's just like there is no shortcut, there is no like a easy way to do it. That's why I'm telling you, it's just master yourself, and then it's just like you're gonna start to become a better person. The second one, just build the body, build the discipline. You look in the mirror and you're just like proud of yourself. It's just being disciplined at the gym just basically saved my life. I'm not talking just physically, about the body and everything. Of course it's good, of course it's just like I love like looking in the mirror and just like seeing myself like that, the way that I am. Just going to the gym constantly just gave me the life that I'm actually looking for, because it's just gave me responsibility. It's just told me how to be consistent in life, and then you can actually do that too. If you fall in love with like building the body that you actually want, if you fitness, exercise, anything that you actually like, everything is just gonna be so much better in your life. When you go to the gym, like exercises, it's a keystone habit. It's just becoming 1% better every day. Number 3, just like don't just work to make money. Find a career that actually aligns with your purpose. For years, I worked with something that I actually did not like. I made money, which was good, and then it was just like everything was related to my visa to stay here in Australia. But like deep down, I knew I wasn't meant to be like in that area. And then I realized that there was just like not my purpose to be there. I decided to quit, because I was just like completely wasting my time in that, and then nothing was lining with my purpose, and then doing that was just like a bit scary. I was just like leaving a life behind, but it was necessary, because if I want to grow in life, you need to make like those big steps. You gotta get rid of the stuff that actually holds you back. If you keep walking on that road that actually is just like draining you, you're never gonna build the life that you actually want. You spend like so much time at work, most of your day you actually spend at work. So why don't you just chase for your dreams? Don't you chase for something that actually excites you? And then that thing that just like excites you, it's gonna bring you joy and desire to win. The money will naturally come to you. Number 4, just upgrade your cycles. Your friends, you shape your future. It's just like the people you surround yourself with are the ones just like pushing forward or actually like pulling you backward. There is a famous quote by Jim Home that he actually says like, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Just pause for a second, it's just like, just think about it. Who are the 5 people that you actually spend most time with? Are they the kind of people that you actually want to become? Why don't you just like move forward and just like find new friends, or just find new people that actually is just like you're gonna bring the best of your life? Do they actually challenge you, inspire you, or maybe like bring out the best of your life, or holding you back and just like keeping you stuck in the same place that you actually are? If they're actually helping you grow, rethink about the people that actually hang out with, because you're just giving your energy to them and you're actually taking the energy from them to you as well. Your environment is just like either shaping your future or like sabotaging it. When I started cutting off people that are actually not in the same path that I am, I started like noticing a difference in my behavior. It's like straight away my mindset changed, my self-esteem changed. The most important thing, the energy around me changed, because it's just like you don't want to be surrounded with people that actually bring you negativity. It's just find the people who actually bring you positivity to your life. Just like surround yourself with people who are actually driven, focused, and actually disciplined, and then your life is just gonna change dramatically. Just become someone who is just like worth being around, and then then the right people will eventually come to you. Number 5, find faith or you just like lose hope in your life. When everything felt like empty in my life, when I was just like I didn't know who I was or where I was just like going, there's just like one thing that could actually help me to get back on track, which was God. He gave me direction, when nothing made sense, when I didn't know where to go, what to do and what to say. I was just like praying, I was just like talking to God every night and every day, and then he was guiding me, he was talking to me, and then it's just like the whole thing just became so much easier, because it's like when you don't have faith, it's just like you chase the purpose in the wrong places, that is just like you're just gonna feel lost, you're not gonna find anything in there. And then when you don't have faith, you don't have hope in life, and then if you lose hope, life is just like pointless, because it's just like you're gonna wake up, do your thing, but deep down you're just gonna be like, what's the point of all of this? That's what happens when you're just like disconnected to something like bigger in your life, because faith gives you just like struggle meaning. It's just like reminds you that you're just like not alone, and then it's just like that life that actually matters to you. Sometimes it's just like it just feels you're doing like everything right, just like going to the gym, working hard in your project, doing all the things that you're actually supposed to do, but things are still going wrong, and then you just ask yourself, why is it just like things are not going in my direction, why am I just like I'm still lost, I'm doing everything that I can right, and then it's just like it feels like I'm losing control of my life. And that's probably because you're just like disconnected with your spirit, and then when you lose that, when you're disconnected like that, you're just gonna lose the direction of your life. That's when you're just like you gotta bring your faith back, just open your heart, just like ask questions, pray, and then it's just like you find a way, like God will talk to you, and then you're gonna listen to him. God has got like so many ways to talk to you, just be open to listen to him. Number 6, live with adventure. Discipline is so powerful, so is adventure. I started like saying yes to the things that scare me the most, it's just like cold showers, long runs, speaking public, make videos on YouTube like I'm doing now, just like traveling by myself. So these things just like helped me to build my character, the person who I am now. They just like woke me up basically. They helped me to meet the parts of myself that I didn't know it actually existed. Routine is good, I love it, but like every man just needs a challenge, something to stir the soul, you know what I mean? Just seek for adventure, it's just like watch how alive you're just gonna feel again. If you like don't challenge yourself, you're not gonna be able to grow, because in the hard moments you grow in life basically. Say yes to things that's just like not gonna bring you joy at the first place, but it's just gonna be something that is gonna challenge yourself, which is just gonna be so much good things in your life. And the last one, number 7, just serve the others, So that is a part in the Bible which says give and you should be given to you. How important it is just to help others without thinking about like getting something back, because when you give, things are just gonna come back your way. And then when I realized that, my life just completely changed, because I stopped to think about only myself, and then I started to think about helping others. That's what is gonna bring you purpose in your life, because finding that purpose is actually related to helping people in some way, whether it's just like encouraging a friend just to do something, just sharing a story, building like that content, just like any type of service, because that's just gonna bring you purpose to your life. Because it's just when you help others to grow, you grow as well, because it's just like fulfillment doesn't come from what you actually take, but it comes from actually what you give, so always just like give before you take. And if you're like serious about like building a life with purpose, you're just like looking to be better in life, just start like one of these things this week, just like anything that I said to here. So if you don't know how to find your purpose in life, and we don't know where to start to find it, just check the last video that I actually posted, a couple of days ago, which I'm just gonna leave the link here, so you can see what is just like how you can start finding the purpose of your life, how I did it for myself, and then how you can do it with your life as well. If you do think this video was just like help you in some way, just leave a like here, that's gonna be very helpful for me. Just share the channel, subscribe to it, because there's gonna be so much more content like that coming your way. And that's basically it, guys. I'll see you on the next one.